It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Titans of Tokyo taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, this defense for the Titans very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warriors 70.
Here's Daniels. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
To throw is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still fighting for more. Touchdown, Washington. Washington. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First down, Tokyo.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 30. And the Titans first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday. Anything can happen in this league. Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 40. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Complete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
2nd and 9.
60 Bobcats. Red. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got Mason complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Now Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Washington. Christian Watson, 55 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it will result in a fresh set of downs. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Titans have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're definitely getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
A minute 52 to play until halftime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Jonathan Taylor, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
There he goes, left side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down and 4.
Down. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Completed out left to Dobbs. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Panther at Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Ready,
Daniels looking to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Curve 19. Curve 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a second and 10.
60 Mavericks. Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Daniels from the gun on third down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
his man. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
2nd and 6.
Come 19. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Daniels. Oh, and that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 45-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 19 Lions.
They go play action. Daniels on the RPO. He'll keep it himself.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
70 Rangers.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Titans 49, Commanders 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Breaks through the contact. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Second and 4 at the Commanders' 12-yard line.
Second and 4. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Now Daniel's going to keep it.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
From the gun on third down, Daniels. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Press way in punt formation.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And this is caught inside the 5.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And that will force a turnover on downs.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
2 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
No question, that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
19, Cougar 19. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Daniels.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Warriors 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 39-yard line.
On the double.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion. Buffalo 18. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Come on. Go.
Back to throw again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
56. Commanders 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Working to put a drive together.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
60 Vices.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And he winds wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cowboy 80, Warrior 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, Daniels. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go. Viking 18, Buffalo 18.
Daniels looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
8 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal. That's a 4-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
60.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
To throw is Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
60 back, 70 Lions.
Back to throw. Daniels. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading